Welcome to this week's legislative report. This week, the legislature gave second round approval to several bills in the biennial budget. The bills would appropriate funds to pay the salaries for the state's constitutional officers, judges, and legislature. Debate on the mainline budget bill is expected to begin on Wednesday, May 3rd. In planning the budget, the legislature uses revenue projections prepared by the Nebraska Economic Forecasting Advisory Board. When the board met this week, it lowered revenue projections for the current fiscal year, but increased projections for the upcoming biennium. Early reports indicate that the proposed income tax and property tax relief packages may have to be reduced in light of the projections. The budget package must be passed by the 80th day, which is May 18th. Tax expenditure bills and their accompanying appropriations bills, or A bills, can't be read on final reading until after the Appropriations Committee bills are passed by the legislature. This week, the legislature passed one bill. LB 103 makes technical changes to all retirement plans that are administered by the state. These are done in response to changes in federal law. It was amended to include LB 160, which provides for commissioned law enforcement officers who participate in the state-administered county retirement plan to contribute an additional 1% of salary toward their retirement with a corresponding county match. This change would not apply to Douglas and Lancaster counties because they have separate retirement plans. Senators advanced 4 bills from the second round of debate without filibusters this week. LB 92 is a Banking, Commerce, and Insurance Committee priority bill. It would include a measure to set a deadline for political subdivisions to give notice to the county assessor when they have passed a bond issue. NACO requested the introduction of this language as LB 3. It would also harmonize language allowing counties and other political subdivisions to levy for bonds before the bonds have been issued. LB 227, as introduced, would increase Medicaid reimbursement for hospitals. On select file, one of the adopted amendments would extend the sunset on expanded eligibility for SNAP benefits. The threshold was increased during the pandemic and was scheduled to expire later this year. LB 254 would require creation of a closed-captioned digital library of the legislature's floor debate and committee hearings. LB 191 would give critical infrastructure utility workers priority access to personal protective equipment, medical care, and preventative health services during declared emergencies.